Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV on PlayFrame and Story Mode, and welcome to Underneath the Sea. We are exploring and learning all kinds of things, and also trying to help out the Ondo and look for Emitselk and the XIV. We're doing a lot of things down here, but if there's one thing I'm doing most, it's being excited about Shadowbringers. Anyway, Y'shtola seems eager to share your discoveries with the others. Thank you for assisting me with my investigations. I shall seek out our companions and share what we've learned. Much as I would like to tell you to sit down and leave the rest to us, your condition demands that we make all reasonable haste. If you're not too weary, it may be useful to speak with Poash Uan again and ask if there's aught else he is willing to divulge. That's not a bad idea. I will see about doing that. In fact, I will hasten back there and see about doing that. There we are. Poash Uan. What else can I do for you?
Alphino's friend. You and your companions have done much to repair the damage caused when the waters parted. Anything else you can do? Have you been to the Walls of the Forgotten?
Are they the ruins to the northwest? Because if so, yes.
Yes, that is the sacred site of which I speak. Could it be that your footsteps were guided there by the ancients? I believe it may be so. Listen then, and I'll tell you of our plans to bring light to the walls, that we might answer the shining call of the illuminated land. We have requested a finless craftsman to shape for us a sacred lamp. He is odd for a land dweller, choosing as he does to live in the ocean, but his skill is beyond question. It is concerning, however, that we have heard nothing of his progress. If you were to visit this artisan and return with our long-awaited light, then any doubt as to your purpose would be laid to rest. His name is Grenault. You'll find his workshop in a metal structure to the south.
I'll go looking, then. This sounds like a good weirdo to meet. If nothing else. Huh. I'm guessing that is where we're going to meet our good weirdo. Call it a hunch. Odd structure. So, knock knock. The workbench. Hello? Hello? Ah! You're here. Excellent. What is here? Oh, that's just great, that is. My mind's playing tricks on me now. Look, Grenault, someone's come to visit you at the bottom of the bleeding ocean. Or might be as you're a ghost, huh? Go on, foul shade, feast yourself on me rotten soul. I got no use for it. A craftsman what can't craft is more pointless than a sea slug with a dome and hammer. And that's an insult to bloody sea slugs. Grenault appears to be suffering from a crushing bout of self-doubt. Maybe you can help psych him up. Ah, yes, I have done this before. It's been a little while, but let me shake off the rust. Get psyched! Consider being psyched. Huh? You wouldn't be trying to raise me spirits now, would you, spirit? Not what you'd expect from a servant of the netherworld. Hello? Has it really come to this? Have we met before? For those of you unfamiliar, which is probably a few of you, actually, even if you've just been watching this playthrough, the face might be a little familiar. This character is sort of the spitting image of a character from back in the source, who we've been bumping into from time to time, because he's the guy, or one of them, who will be he's the guy who will be crafting for you, like, relic weapons, which you have to grind a ton for if you really want to do, like, end-game best fancy weapon grinding for each expansion. I believe the guy back in the source is named, like, Geralt. There's a guy, he's very much in debt, has a relationship with Rowena. He was, like, around grumping a lot during all the Eureka stuff, if you watched that stuff back in Stormblood. He didn't have nearly as much hair as this one, but seems to be similar guy. So, have we met before? Might be as we crossed paths back in the Crystarium, but I don't reckon we've been formally introduced. Name's Grenalt, and this here is meant to be me underwater sanctuary, place where I can give myself over to my work, far from the distractions of the outside world. And yet, here you stand. Now, what's so damned important that you dive all the way down here to the bottom of the bleeding Tempest to bother me? Ah, the Ondo's lamp. Gods curse me, empty head! I've not so much as made a start! I'm worth less than a sea slug. Nay, the slime left by a sea slug. Me delivery date's long past, me workbench is untouched, and I call myself a bleeding artisan. You've heard their beliefs, have you? Bringing light to them ruins will be an act of deep religious and cultural significance, and it was my privilege as a craftsman to be tasked with providing a ritual instrument worthy of the occasion, but I just can't bloody well... Me mind's a bleeding blank! It's like I've pissed away my last drop of inspiration. Tell me you got summit to show me. Summit as'll give me muse a right good kick up the arse. The Ondo want to honor the coming of these ancients, so their answering light's got to blaze with the right kind of brightness. Like the spark of life caught in a crystal. But just being sparkly's not enough. It's got to dance with joy and sorrow and a sense of hardship endured, you know what I mean? Your thoughts turn to the Warriors of Light from the first, and the crystals you discovered at the end of their journeys. Maybe Grenalt would find them inspiring. Maybe. This is why you need to do at least one of those role quests in order to proceed. You cannot complete this quest here unless you've done that before. And that would be a real awkward, weird spot to have stopped the main story to do side quests, so you can understand why I did it sooner. I've let the Ondo down, aye, but more than that, I've let myself down. Might as well go back to mending kettles. Show Grenalt a crystal which once belonged to one of Ardbert's companions. Yes. Heck, take your pick. What's that you've got there? Such striking beauty. It shines with heartache and laughter and the transience of life, like the turmoil of history made manifest. Aye, I can see the brilliance of the crystal's legacy. You'd never capture such a gleam, not if you labored 100 years. But bugger me if I don't mean to try. Where are me tools, gods damn ye? I must set to work before the feeling fades. Nice and inspired. Love to see it. So, are you done? I'm kind of on a tight schedule. Grenalt is brimming with newfound inspiration. Okay. I can feel it. A vision forming in me mind. Step aside, lad, and let me itching hands get to work. By all means, go for it. Will this take long? I do not have time for a relic grind right now. And done. Oh, thank God. I've taken the wonders that crystal showed me and channeled them into a new shape, what befits the Ondo's spiritual character. Ooh. Well, that is pretty. Not a bad job, if I do say so myself. And to think, I was this close to hanging up me hammer after studying the craft of them ancients. I've been across the length and breadth of Norvrent and gobbled up every scrap of wisdom that I could find. But no matter which technique I tried, my work was just no comparison. I couldn't even figure out how they put them damn buildings together. A mystery for the ages. That's what drew me here in the first place. I built me workshop, got the forges burning, and then lost me bleeding will to craft. Thank the gods for that crystal of yours, or I might never have gotten it back. I won't pry into your business, but I reckon your little miracle there has been through the kind of journey they sing songs about. The echoes of the memory it holds just speak directly to your heart. I can still feel them coursing through me. The inspiration's not fading away. It's welling up, stronger and stronger. Give me the chance, and I reckon I can weave the Crystal Saga into other things as well. But bugger me, I'd almost forgotten the Ondo's commission. If you could drag that lamp over to Tolshath for me, I'll stay here and dream up new armaments for you to try. Well, okay, I don't know how I'm going to be dragging that thing, given its size, but you now have access to Granolt's Forge. Equipment rewards will become available for collection based on the role quests you've completed. Another reason you want to do all those things. So now, I think... Yeah, so now, in talking with you, we can just, not even buy, just be given, various, like, kind of an end-game set of gear for ourselves, which is quite cool. One for each job. It's kind of like a unique thing. It's quite neat. I'm not going to change into them right now, but I will go ahead and grab all the Dark Knight ones real quick. Excuse me. There we go. I do love that they just basically give you a nice, cool, fancy, unique set to finish out the story in if you want. Won't be nearly as strong as like the real end game things you can work for later, but stronger than the other things you've been picking up along the way during the expansion. And unique to the job, which is always nice. Anyway, let's pretend we somehow dragged that huge thing back all by ourselves. Here we are. I've solved a problem for you.
What is it that you have there?
Granolt's lamp. This profusion of brightly glowing coral-like branches is most definitely not a kettle, which you will only really get if you've been doing relic quests in previous expansions. Don't worry about it. I assure you it's probably funny.
The sacred lamp. Then the Finless One has kept his promise. My people tell me of the many deeds you have performed in the name of aiding the Cups, and now you come to me bearing the light we had almost surrendered hope of ever seeing. We can doubt your purity no longer. Your arrival was the will of the ancients. Yes, the time for fear has passed. We shall take the lamp and unveil its austere illumination upon the walls of the Forgotten. Gather there with your companions, and we shall speak again once our prayers have been offered.
I don't know what all that means, but okay.
O stewards of the Ondo, we offer up our light in answer.
That crystal you showed the artisan. Did it belong to one of my friends?
I thought you were always watching. Or missed that part, did you? Kind of the same response, but...
I tried to give you a measure of privacy. No one wants a spirit looking over their shoulder every moment of the day. So tell me, if you would, how did you come across that crystal?
Oh, I have been busy, let me tell you.
I was right then. Strange that I should learn such things now, after they're long gone. They were fine friends, every one of them. I didn't expect death to teach me so much. About them, about Seto, about you, about the hope that hides at the heart of this world. I've never been one for idle chit-chat, but if by some miracle I could see them all again, I doubt I would ever stop talking. I'm grateful I got to bend your ear at least. And just for that, I reckon I'll stick with you. To the very end.
That sounds nice.
Apologies, we were a little late to the gathering.
It seems we succeeded in gaining their trust.
The delay wasn't exactly welcome, but at least our many hands made light work. And they seemed especially impressed with your contribution. Our hero indeed.
Y'shtola was telling us those structures may date back to the age of the Ascians.
An Ascian homeland. Despite his many protestations, I never quite believed Emmett Selk was telling the truth.
Nor I. But there is no denying the evidence before our eyes. Clearly this was once a great city. A home they would see restored, no matter how many tens of thousands of years it takes.
It's a hollow dream when you think about it. Even if they manage to rejoin all the worlds, they'll never bring back the ones who were lost. But would I have done any different?
How are you feeling?
Shiny.
You have completed your devotions?
Yes. To the honored ancients have we offered up our prayers and our gratitude. You too have our thanks.
Might we trouble thee then to tell us more of the illuminated land of which thou didst lately speak?
To the west of here lies a great trench. Some days ago, a light appeared in that endless darkness. Curious, we ventured closer and discovered in the depths an entire city. The buildings we spied were akin to our own everlasting abodes. Impossibly so. We understood at once the ancients had risen. There could be no doubt. Taken with terror, we retreated to the cups, and I decreed that none should enter the trench until such time as we received a sign.
Might it still be possible to reach this city of the ancients?
With no water to drown you, a finless one could now travel there. Yes. I am convinced you are the sign for which we have been waiting. My people will show you the way.
Shall we?
Let's go. Excellent. So you're the one who will be showing us around then?
The chieftain has bid me guide your steps to the illuminated land. Come, the way lies downwards. Follow the path of coral and rock, and join your comrades below.
Okay. I will follow. Downward. Into all the pretty coral, which I like very much. Buddies, are you down here? Wait up. I want to hear your thoughts. So pretty. Buddies. Ah, there you are. I want to hear your opinions. Emmett Selk hath made himself difficult to reach, yet every step we take bringeth us nearer to his stronghold. Let us not linger, lest the Exarch suffer for our late arrival. You're right, we probably should hurry. I'm going to talk to all of you, though. Meeting the Ondo was fascinating. They live just like us in some ways, but act completely different in others. The way they think, the way they play. I'd love to come back here and learn more about their culture. Will the dome last that long, I wonder? I don't know. I do not know a lot about how the dome works. During the time I've spent helping the Ondo, I've been introduced to quite a few of the local varieties of sea life. Although sea monsters is mayhap the more apt term, probably best to avoid them if we can. There are quite a lot of very large things down here to avoid. We're on our way at last. It seems far darker down here, but I'll not start at a few shadows. We are moving as a group, yes? I think we should. If Emmett Selk is in that trench, then we'll have to assume he's not swimming in salt water. I wouldn't want to suddenly find ourselves at the edge of Bismarck's bubble with no air to breathe. You have everything you need. If that artisan fellow is as skilled as they say, then you may wish to avail yourself of his services ere we press on. No, I'm good, but thank you, and good thought. Lead on. All are gathered, yes? Then I shall describe the path you must take. Enter the caravan beyond and follow the wall down and down and down. Once at the bottom, find a passage to the northwest, then continue west and west and west. The way is not simple. Keep your friends within shouting distance and do not stray into the deep. Just before the journey's end, you will find the Caliban Gap and the barrier we placed at its mouth. This obstacle will fade should you raise a hand towards it. We have made it so. A most succinct explanation. We thank you for your guidance. Right. Deeper into the depths we go. Yes. Let us begin our little adventure. No, thank you. Down and down and down. West and west and west. I can follow these instructions and also grab little things along the way, since it's convenient. And also check in with our little buds. En route. The rocks and coral bunch up by the cavern wall like a staircase of sorts. But be careful, you wouldn't want to slip from up here. No, I would not. Seems like it's long way down. No slipping. Down and down and down, slow and steady, easy does it. Thancred. We going the right way? I think so. I'd wager these bursts of water could carry you clear to the top again. Not that I'm eager to try it. That is what these are for. These are little things you could ride if you wanted to get back up to the top quickly without having to run the whole way, which is nice, but not where we're headed. Our guide bade us travel to the cavern floor and thence to the west. Yet 'twould seem these twisting tunnels defy such simple instruction. Rather than rely on direction alone, I suggest we scout with care and relay the path ahead to those who come behind. Works for me. Glad we're doing this as a team effort. So pretty. So, where from here? Y'shtola hath forged ahead. Shall we continue our own advance? I think so. This way, I guess? Let's say yes. Oh, there you are. Is that, sturdy enough to walk on? The rock drops off sharply here, but I should think this coral thick enough to serve as a bridge. I'll try it first. Yep, seems good. Very far down, though. Quite pretty, all of it. Ah, we found the Caliban Gorge. General area. I think I see a shipwreck over there. And maybe bits and pieces of one. Yep, bits and pieces of one here too. Yeah. Is anyone else down here? Oh, there's Alphino. Anyone else to chat with, though? Not seeing anyone. Pardon me. Just gonna check over here real fast. Just in case one of our buddies is looking at the shipwreck. Nah, okay. Ah, Derman. You have a choice of 2 routes from here. You can either take the long way to the south along the rocks, or skip along this coral branch as Alice has done. I, for one, shall be following my sister's example. You can do it. I believe in you. Alice, wait for your brother. It's not a race. I see you made it. Good. Where's Alice? Whew. Not to it. Alice has already gone on ahead. We should catch up to her. Alice, I said it's not a race. Where's everyone else? I wonder if they're around here. Sorry, this is not the right way to go. Now I'm just curious. Nope, no one back there that I can see. We press on. Friends. Oh. Sorry, Claude. Buddies. Ooh, there you are. Wait up for the group, There you are. Come on, I think I found the tunnel we were looking for. Oh, good. Come on, Claude. Tunnel. Ooh. Yes, that just might be it. It's got that shiny FromSoft fog wall vibe. I have a good feeling. Unlike when I walk through FromSoft fog walls, I suppose. Here. This must be the barrier the Ondo spoke of. Well, that was rather more arduous than expected. I feel a sudden rush of gratitude for the smooth roads our ancestors cut through the wilderness. 'Twas a rather treacherous path indeed. Now, I believe one of us needs but raise a hand to banish this next obstacle. Derman, I elect you to do the honors. Okie dokie. Gone just like that. I suppose we should head in. Like as not, this tunnel will be just as perilous as the road we walked to get here. Let's all stay aware of our surroundings, shall we? Good advice. Thanks, Dad. Are we all allowed to call you Dad now? Or is that just Reen? Thancred? I'll ask him later. Ah, hello, Reen. This is very pretty. That is a very long drop. Please, no heroic jumps over the edge, Derman. I don't think my heart could take it. Why, what, how far are we? Okay, yeah, no, that's pretty far. I agree with you, no heroic jumps today. No thank you, fish. I'm taking in the scenery. Not here for fights. Huh. Glowy bones. Where thy foot falls, my friend, our road taketh us ever onwards, unto ever deeper darkness. But ever glowier scenery, which I appreciate. I'm enjoying that part very much. A lot of verticality to this location, more than I remembered. It's neat. Come on, Claude. This is a lot of walking. Ah, Alice, there you are.
By the gods!
When the Ondo spoke of a city, I did not think they meant an actual city.
Then we are seeing the same view. The remnants in the Ondo settlement were solid material structures. But these... everything here pulses with ether. 'Tis an enchantment on a monumental scale.
Boy, I love it. Gorgeous. Darn, Shadowbringers is cool. One cannot blame the Ondo for fleeing the spectacle of these brooding edifices. We, however, have not the luxury of fear. True, nor do I really feel like running away, Oriange, I'll be honest. This looks rad. It's big, I'll grant you, but cluttered city streets are far more conducive to infiltration than wide open spaces. This will work to our advantage, trust me. Glad to hear it. You'd think all these tall, dark buildings would be frightening, but for some reason they just make me feel sad. Emmett Selk holds the Exarch captive somewhere within that vast city. Yet even if we must search every alleyway, we will find them. Darn right we will. When the chieftain spoke of lights shining from the abyss, this is not at all what I imagined. Why would Emmett Selk do this? Derman, did you note the style of the architecture? 'Tis the same used for the remnants at the cups and the murals' painted towers. Look closely. Emmett Selk has not simply reclaimed these ruins, he has layered the semblance of an entire city upon them. Gods, the magnitude of this artifice is staggering. Though it pains me to admit, we did not fully understand the feats of which an old-world Ascian is capable. It would seem not. Sure, yes. Boy, oh boy. Y'all, we have some very good stuff coming up, so I'm going to go ahead and call it early. I will see you next time for some extremely good Final Fantasy XIV. Goodbye!